Ciao a tutti! Welcome back to my channel. I am Sanimation05. Whoever I am. Just a quick video on the haul of shit that I bought, because why not? I was in Amsterdam. I watched the winning team. Well, not in the stadium, just on television, but who gives a fuck? The soon-to-be European champions, baby. You heard it here first. Forza! I've been into a comic book shop, and that has been a hot minute. And that minute became soon like a cold minute, because at first I was like overwhelmed. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck am I going to buy? Because I thought I was going to leave with like a stack like this, and I'm going to like drag this home. I'm going to need a whole fucking container on the ship. Can you please ship this to where I live? But no! First off, I didn't know the numbers and series that I was missing, aside from a brain that's missing. And the prices. Some of these comics were way overpriced. They had like a section of like lockdown comics, and it was like €8 a fucking comic. I'm like, fuck no. Then I bought manga, also overpriced, but fuck man, I just got fucking yes. It is volume number 4 of 20th Century Boys. The price tag is still on there, just to remind myself that I should check online first, because online this baby goes for, I think, €13, and I paid 25. Volume 4, 20th Century Boys. It's a really good comic, I want to say. Well, technically it's like a comic, but it's manga. Manga, okay? I think I said before that I want to do a separate series on this, like a video, like, in volume 1, this and this happens, go read it, and number 2, it gets even better. Number 3 really sucks. I'm just talking shit. I still have to read number 3, but I thought, once I get into it, I probably want to read number 4. Anyways. Then, number 4 and 5 of One Punch Man! Ba-ba-bam! I really love this manga series. I like the anime. Yeah, just continuing on with the madness. It was also overpriced. The one comic that I bought, never heard of it, but it's a number 1. I have the book, never finished it. But fuck it. It's The Great Gatsby, number 1. I think the inside looked cute. So why the fuck not? And that's it. That's all the shit that I bought in the comic shop. Next time I will just check online or go to another one nearby, but it was kind of like a boner killer. Then I went to a record store, and this morning my fucking needle died. So now I'm not sure if it was actually, since I checked 3 or 4 yesterday, 4 in total I've checked. They were skipping. So I'm like, is it because of the needle or the record's actually shit? I have to say, what I don't like about this shop is, well, 1, again, overpriced. 2, they don't clean the records. I've been into record shops before, and they always clean the records. Or maybe I was just lucky with the other stores. I have no fucking idea. But one record that I bought, that I was listening to this morning, it has a scratch. And it didn't make it till that part. So now I'm not sure if it's just a shit record that I bought, or maybe I'm lucky if I get a new record and the record is better, it plays the shit better. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, I bought this vinyl. I mean, the sleeve is in good condition. It is from, what is this year from? 1960 something? It doesn't say. But who gives a fuck, right? It's Nancy Sinatra. It's Moving with Nancy, the soundtrack from her TV special, fuck it, with special guests Dean Martin, Lee Hazelwood, and a very close relative. Who might that be? I watched this television special on her birthday. You're welcome, by the way, Nancy. I really like the duet that she did with Dean Martin. Things like a walk in the park. Yeah, bitch. So I'm happy with this record, but it started skipping from number 2 and then forward. So let's hope it was the needle. The conspiracy of the needle. Then, this one is actually still sealed. I don't know. Why the fuck did people do this? Ma perché? It's still sealed. And I've actually never listened to her solo album. And honest to God, I don't give a fuck if it's good or bad. I'm just glad that I own it. It's Apollonia. And as a Prince fan, I'm of course in whatever happened. But I have this. Then I got even more excited because I found a single of Vanity 6, Drive Me Wild, the maxi single, and side 2, it has Bite the Beat. Bite the Beat. Allora, Drive Me Wild, couldn't play it. It was skipping constantly, so pray for me, please. Pray that it's the needle, and let me stop saying the needle. Have a drinking game. Needle. But I'm really glad that I have this. I have Sex Shooter, but it's like, it has like a Warner Brothers cover that is not very appealing. This is, of course, very appealing. This is how I like it, baby. Still glad that I have it. And then another record, a maxi single of The Queen, Under the Influence, which is actually one of my favorite songs of hers, of her solo career, I should say. It's Vanity, baby. I hope one day I will find her solo records in a shop. I know I can buy these of like Discogs, whatever, but I don't know. I guess I'm just an old fart that just really likes to find these things in shops because it's so much more romantic. Like, oh my God, I remember when I found you. You were the one. It played like shit. The B-side, it did all right, I think, up until like maybe 3 minutes, and then it started skipping. Pray, please, pray. Otherwise, I'll have to make a very angry phone call. Like, you motherfuckers, you ripped me off. Then, the most overpriced records of them all. I mean, he has always been overpriced, so that's one thing. But he is dead. Bob Dylan, for example, is still alive, and his records are overpriced as well. I played song number 1 this morning, and it was doing well. Song number 2, just like Nancy, it started skipping, and I was like, but it's a Frank Zappa apostrophe. I don't know how the fuck you pronounce it, but there it is. But the biggest heart failure. This is the scratch. It's at my thumb. You can actually see it already, right? Like, fuck, that one is a scratch. And then here, another one. So that gave me heart failure. But then I wasn't able to reach that part yet, so I'm not sure if it will be playable or not. Fuck. And then another Frank Zappa. How the fuck do you say this? Sheikh Yerbuti? No lo so. Looks okay. I mean, it looks fucking perfect almost. Of course, the sides is a bit shit, but what do you want? It's like 500 years old. Baby, I'm good. This is an old sticker. This shop has the nerves actually to put the sticker on the sleeve itself. So last night when removing the stickers, I had like a bunch of anxiety attacks thinking that I was going to rip off the half of the cover. Oh, you're so precious. it went okay. I think one record was only damaged by it, but then uh, Frank Zappa. Love him, but he has so many records and it's also expensive. But now it's like, I'm just gonna get these two because um, Don't Eat the Yellow Snow was the song I discovered Frank Zappa with, and I think it's the best life advice among many that he has ever given. So, yes. Oh, and of course. So I hope this record will be alright. I think I'm just gonna buy a new record player because they have cheap ones for like 50 euros for the time being because the needle is, I mean, it's connected to wires and I'll probably just like ruin the entire thing by getting like an anger attack, which results into me opening up the window and then throwing it outside, and you know how that shit goes. So I'll probably just get a new one because I want to check these records as soon as possible because I believe tomorrow the shop will go open again. So whether or not I can complain, yes or no. But other than that, I'm still happy that I got these records now in my collection, that I'm able to hold them because I just think, Polonia. Nancy, just a quick overview. Vanity Baby. Vanity 6. And of course, Pixel. Oh, don't fall. All these attacks, these anxiety and anger attacks that I'm having just because of these records. And then the overpriced manga and comic. Well, the comic was the normal price, I guess. But The Great Gatsby, One Punch Man Volume 4 and 5, and Volume number 4 of the 20th Century Boys. Alright, that's it, baby. See you next time, whenever the fuck that is. Until then, read your books, read your comics, read your manga, watch your movies, watch your series, listen to your music, and most of all, and most importantly, eat your pizza. Ciao!